Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's JD Witherspoon, John's eldest son. I wanted to reach out and let y'all know with a quick little channel update, things that may or may not be happening here on the channel. For those that do know, obviously, my dad's gone. There's not really anything I can post about him, not anything that's original or anything that I have of my own, except for maybe like old vlog footage or random, I don't know, family videos that we have. But I wanted to make this update because I started working on this personal project. It's like a time capsule for me where I'm sitting down with people that I know who are family, friends, colleagues, friends of my dad, and also friends of just like my upbringing and people I work with. And there are some people who actually knew him really well. So there is a piece to this where I ask them, questions about his life and ask them about the friendship that they had with them. I've had people like George Lopez sit down with me, Cedric Yarbrough from the Boondocks, Melanie Camacho, who's a long-standing comedian, was on Def Jam, Dom Irera. I have people who knew my dad, like David Letterman, who said he'd be a part of this, and also Tom Dreesen, and people who worked with him back when he was a door guy at the Comedy Store, like Peter Shore, Pauly Shore, a bunch of people who I'd like to sit down and have these conversations with are going to be a part of it. So for the people who do have those conversations with me, I was segmenting moments of our conversation where we sit down and podcast about their life and ask them about my dad. So for that, I was thinking I will take the clips about my dad and I'll put them here on the channel, and we can have fun moments where people who knew him personally tell stories about him. Not everybody has a story about him, so it's not like it's going to be super frequent or I'm going to give this to you on some sort of regular basis. It's very much like if I sit down with a friend or maybe even a family member, like, I'd like to talk to a few uncles of mine or relatives of his who are still around, or maybe people who grew up with him. Arsenio Hall was somebody who actually told me he knew him before he started comedy in Detroit. So yeah, just wanted to give you an update that you might see clips of people talking about my dad. I think that that's like a nice way to kind of pay homage to him on his socials. Like if I get a nice, a loving clip of like a brother of his or someone who you all may know who's a celebrity who is like, oh yeah, let me tell you about this one time me and him did this back in the 70s or the 80s or the 90s when we came up as comics. I've had a few conversations with some people and those stories will come up. Like specifically, Cedric told me about when he auditioned for the Boondocks and what that looked like. So be on the lookout for that. It's more than likely going to be posted here and I'll just be sitting there listening to them and chatting with them. But be mindful, I'm only putting this content on this channel because I can't really put anything on the channel that my dad has done. I tried getting around the whole like copyright thing with, I was like, oh, well, maybe I can cut together his old moments from movies and TV shows. And you all have seen the shorts that I have done with that. But YouTube does not like that. YouTube, I think, tried to get the channel taken down because, obviously clips from Wayne's Brothers is, owned by Warner Brothers, or clips from Boomerang is owned by like New Line or something, or Universal. I tried doing it as long as I could. It works on his other social media, but not so much here on YouTube. They have a very tight copyright system. So I started working on this project and I was like, oh, well, maybe I can post, the fun conversations I have with some of these people. Not the full episode, by the way. It would literally be clips that would be anywhere between 2 to maybe 8 minutes, depending on how long the stories go that people have about him. We'll see. A lot of people, you'd be surprised, don't know him super well. They only knew him in passing. Because I remember I sat down with like Godfrey and I asked him about, hey, did you ever, you worked with my dad on Soul Plane, what was your relationship like? And he's like, I never really got a chance to meet with him outside of that. So it was very much like a quick hi and bye. That's a lot of, I think, some of the people he knew. But then there's going to be some people who are like, oh, let me tell you like a 20-minute story. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm working on it. It's something that I'm doing for myself, and the fact that I have a piece of it that pays homage to my father It's just something that I think is nice. And those of you who love him and miss him just like I do, I feel like might appreciate it. But yeah, that's it. If I'm able to put anything else up, like if I have like old family vlog footage or anything about my dad, I'll put that up as well when I get around to it. Obviously, I'm a grown adult who has to live his own life as well. You can tell by the gray chin hairs. Your boy getting stressed in the last 6 years of him being gone. No, I'm getting older. I'm almost 40. So it's very much just, this is a project that I'm working on that I'm going to be trying to work on into my late years, because I want to see how many people I can talk to and how many stories I can gather. Appreciate you. Be on the lookout for clips where people are having, memories about my dad. And that's it. I just wanted to give you a heads up because I didn't want to just start posting it randomly and then people being like, what is this? Also, for those who are like, continue the cooking channel. Sorry, I'm not a cook. I'm not my dad. I'm my own person. And this is just, I'm just his kid. Thank you so much, though. I appreciate you. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you later. No idea when, but just a heads up for those who are, maybe still fans of the content on the page. All right, I'm out. Peace.